When you think of living a spiritual life and being spiritual, and I don't mean religious, I mean spiritual, what does that mean to you exactly? When I first started out on this journey, like literally I found like the bliss state and the ecstatic state and like hung out there for a long time. Really was enjoying the escapism. And as I matured and evolved in life experience and also in my spirituality, explored so many other things and was completely eye-open to so many other levels of awareness. And that's an unfolding journey that will just continue to happen for the rest of my life and the rest of anyone's life, really. We're constantly evolving and growing and changing and learning. And nobody's ever going to be perfect. No such thing. But I think being balanced in spirituality is being able to sit with your own triggers, being able to break patterns, healing generational and ancestral trauma, owning your own stuff, choosing love when it's hard. And ultimately, being spiritual to me means you're not just living for you anymore. You're living for something bigger. You're of service to the earth and humanity and yourself and your community in different ways, in different levels. And this is going to be different for everybody. I understand that. And everybody has their own way of how they might connect to this. But I notice if I post videos that are like kind of serious or talking about depth or shadowy stuff, it's like they don't get the same attention or traction as the videos that are lighthearted and fun, and the differences in that energy. And it's hard to like walk through that stuff, but it's an absolute magical, depthy, full of range experience when you can walk through both at the same time. And that's totally worth it to me. I can't do it any other way now. And there's amazing parts to this, like fun and blissful and healing and supportive and nourishing. There's like incredible parts to this. And there's also the difficulty and the challenge and the work and the effort and the commitment. In the last few years, most recently, spirituality's like really expanded into almost like activism in a way, really getting out of this single mindset and into like a bigger mindset of different cultures, different people, different traditions, different practices, different ways of living, perceiving life differently, being treated differently based on certain things in life, and how that connects into spiritual work. Because when you're doing spiritual work and someone comes in for a healing, you cannot have a narrow-minded, one-sided perception on life from just the way that you see it, or you can only see one kind of client. I think that's what's like really changed over the last few years and really super eye-opening. And but it's big. It's like really overwhelming to think about. It's a lot. Anyway, that's my talk on spirituality for today. So what is spirituality for you?